I always like do this badly and I feel like I look like a babushka doll. Someone at the gym asked me if I'm back at school today, which is absolutely, it's bad. Back home, so I'll quickly fill you guys in on my easy run. Actually, I haven't even done a welcome yet. Welcome to a day in the life vlog. Today is a Friday. I don't have work or placement, so at the moment I've been on placement for uni, so it's been tiring. Like every day I've like had placement from like 7 till 3 and then I go straight to training after until late, except Thursdays, which was yesterday, and after placement on Thursdays I go straight to work until late. So yesterday was a really big like work day, but I have today off. It's a Friday, so I started my Friday with my easy run. If you guys have seen like recent vlogs, you know I'm training for distance, and right at the moment I'm doing 2 strength sessions a week. I actually have one today. I've been doing Tuesday Fridays, and then 2 like hard track sessions with the squad, and then 2 easy runs. Like I need to get more mileage in, but I also have to take it really slow to like adapt and make this sustainable. And that's why like an easy run I can do like a second session because it's easy. So this morning I had an easy, so it was a long run, which is just like a 30-minute run, and I meant to keep my heart rate between 135 to 145. The first like 4 times I did it, like I never just done a run for it to be easy, so like I was like trying to hold like 4-minute pace, 4:30 pace, and my heart rate was like 160 to 175. If you saw like my vlog from a few weeks ago, my heart rate was high and I was backing the pace off. And then I got to the point after like 3 of those runs, on the 4th run I was like, stuff it, let's just make this like a time trial. Not a time trial, but I was like, let's just try and increase my distance each week. I don't care about the heart rate. But then I would be fried for all my sessions in the week. Like I would turn up, because I do my long run on a Sunday, and because I know it's a Friday, but this is like my second one, so I'll still do the Sunday one, and I'd turn up to this training the next day just like absolutely dead, and it would just ruin my training week, and that's not the purpose of an easy run. And then one of my training partners was like, I've been doing that in like 6-minute pace so that my heart rate stays low. And I was like, oh, okay, if you can do it in 6-minute pace and you're a gun, then I'm allowed to do it in 6-minute pace. So I backed the pace right off. And from that week where I was like, I'm just gonna try and get as far as I can, I did like close to 7K. I did 2K less than that today. So I've been doing like just over 5K. So it's easy. I just like stopped putting my watch like on the run setting that tells you the pace, and I just put it on the heart rate setting, and I'm just like, oh, I gotta slow it down because I need to keep my heart rate low because I want to have a good training week. Like I don't want this to take out of my important sessions. This is just like conditioning and aerobic work. So yeah, that was my long run. It was actually quite warm. The last few weeks has been absolutely scorching, so many sleepless nights from the heat, and then a huge like cold change came. My fingers look so long. Fun fact, when me and my twin were born, apparently like the nurses or the doctor commented on how long our toes and fingers were. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, it's been super hot lately, but this huge cold change came like the other day, which is actually a really welcome change because it's so nice to like not be overheated every night. But yeah, so I was about to go out in my jumper, but then it was actually kind of nice this morning, but then it started to like get cold again and rainy. So anyway, you guys don't really care about the weather. So I'm going to make brekkie now and then get along with the rest of my Friday. Another reason I had to take this run easy is because I do have my gym session on a Friday arvo. It's my first time doing like a double day in ages, but I'd rather do a double day and then have a full rest day, if that makes sense, instead of doing like a training session every single day. And plus, this isn't really a session, like an easy run is so damn easy. Brekkie time. I'm gonna do some like cool montage. I'm gonna attempt to. I'm also gonna rehydrate with a liter of water. So I'm refueling with my fave protein oats. I used the new Mascara caramelized salted caramel protein. They have 4 new limited edition flavors. I've only tried 2 and they're so good. I've been having this like for my oats and protein shake every single day. Discount code here and linked below. I have half a cup of oats instead of a third of a cup, which I had gotten used to having, but now that I'm working with my sports dietitian and like treatment team, I know like I need to fuel properly and, you know, follow our plan. Then I just added frozen blueberries and topped it with some peach and almond butter. My mum brought back this tub of almond butter because they went away for a while. Oh, I'm obsessed. I'm going through a massive almond butter phase. Like, I haven't had peanut butter in weeks because almond butter is where it's at. I'm obsessed. You have to try this. Yum. And then I have a tea from T2 that I love, and I hadn't had it in ages because I was just like lazy and not doing loose leaf teas, just like chucking in a tea bag. In this really cute mug that Livy got me. I think this is a Singapore breakfast tea. It's so good. So good. It's got like coconut. Yum. Please like try this combo. I should start like a mukbang channel. Me eating oats and just talking random shit. Why is it not focusing? So while I have my brekkie, I'm just working on my computer. I have a few things on my to-do list to do, but I'm just finishing off with editing and uploading a podcast that I recorded on Wednesday with Alice. Oh my gosh, my camera's dying. I have my to-do list with a few things to do. I need to text my clients, just confirming their sessions for tomorrow, because while I've been at placement, I've been doing Saturdays, so just because it's not a usual session, I do like to like text in advance. And then I'm just trying to upload a podcast that I was editing in all the not free time I had yesterday. So on Wednesday, 2 days ago, I recorded a podcast episode with Alice. Her name's Alice Bleefman _dietitian on Instagram, and she's a dietitian and she's so lovely. And we filmed a really long but really interesting podcast, so definitely check that out. It's really great to get like a dietitian's insight and perspective into just like not just her life but her like experience with being a dietitian in the age of like social media, and like clients she's had coming to her who have been affected by, you know, misinformation that potentially harmful, like maybe influencers are spreading online. But it's a really interesting episode, so definitely check that out. I'll link it below. But yeah, so I'm trying to upload that now, and like write my like caption and do my post for that. I also did start a Patreon for my podcast and for my YouTube, so it's literally just like, I don't know that much about Patreon. It's basically a platform where you can like subscribe to provide or give a donation monthly. And there's 3 tiers. They're all like really cheap, like $3, $5 and $10. I think I made it. And it's basically just like 3 tiers. If you do want to give a donation to support the podcast, that would mean so much if you guys like the podcast, because I haven't been able to like keep on top of it, and I really want to do more podcasts like regularly, but obviously I do so much and I can't like take on every single task and thing I want to do. And because a podcast is just like a side hustle, a passion project, I can't like fund it. So just like a little donation like helps support it so much, and it's just like really exciting to see people like love the podcast. I just started the Patreon, so I'll link that below as well if you like are able to donate to that. If you're not, like obviously the support of just like being present is also amazing. But yeah, I just thought I would try that just to help support it more, so I can try and do more content. And I love when people give me ideas that they want to hear from the podcast as well. So like comment on the Instagram or even below here what podcast you would like to see. But yeah, I thought I'd just add that in here. I'm gonna enjoy this brekkie and do some work and then catch up with you guys after. You gotta try this protein. Hello. Oh, I feel like I look a bit right now, and that's because I feel right now I just had a 30-minute deep tissue massage. I only went for 30 minutes because I've been on placement. I haven't been earning money for all the work I've been doing, so I'm trying to not spend much money, but I needed to get a deep tissue massage for recovery purposes. So I just got like a lower body and feet focused deep tissue massage. Our coach likes us getting them regularly for recovery, and yeah, my calves kind of blew up after, my shins, sorry, blew up after the 2 sessions this week. And I think like so much volume in spikes, like, yeah, my body's not okay with that just yet. I also wanted to recover properly for tonight's training session. I want to have a decent strength session. I want to do a bench press PB. Yeah, so my shins were just, whew. That's why I wore my long compression socks this morning for that easy run and stuck to grass just like on the oval. I also wanted to add 2 things with my run, because I know I'll get asked this. The first thing, my Garmin, it's a Forerunner 935. The second thing is music. I don't like listening to anything when I run. Like when I run, I like just being really present. Yeah, just like hearing my thoughts, and it's like really good time for me to be like just aware of everything, of my breathing, of like the discomfort and the pain, and like I love it as like really being present time, even if it's like painful present time. Like I think that makes, I always run better that way. Today you would have seen that I had headphones in, and that was the first time I've ever run with headphones in, like that I can remember in the last couple of years. 2 reasons for that. One, because this run's like a long easy run and it's slow, like I have to look at my watch to make sure my heart rate is low, or like not low, but like it doesn't get too high. It's not like I need to push, and so because it's slow, sometimes I'm like, this is like a bit boring. I tried listening to a podcast today while I ran for the first time, and like because I'm used to thinking, like watching my thoughts and like being really present, I actually found it a bit hard to concentrate on the podcast. But then some bits of it, I was like, it was giving me something to listen to. And yeah, so I tried running with earphones and like a podcast for the first time ever, and that was purely because it was like a slow run, but I will say it was really annoying having my phone on me, like having to hold it. Usually I just leave my phone at home and it's time like away from that, but like because I was holding it I was like, this is annoying, but like it wasn't that bad, and like because the run wasn't fast, it didn't like hinder anything. But yeah, I thought I'd just add that. One last thing before I head home and get back into the day. I don't condone this. Let me just phrase that before I scratch my scratchy. I bought myself a $1 scratchy because I had a $1 coin, and I sometimes like to test my luck, and I do not condone gambling. I only ever get like a scratchy like once a year, like I never do, but sometimes I'm just like, you never know if you're gonna win the lotto. Although like after I got this, it says like the top prize like is $2,022, so you have to find the exact dollar value 3 times to win. Please don't gamble. I feel like the only way this would be promoting that is if I actually won. Okay, so far I've revealed 3 values and they're all different, so we're off to a flying start. Right now I could win $2 or a $1 free ticket. Oh, I won $2. It reminds me of that episode of Kath and Kim. Does anyone remember that episode? Sick. When I went to buy it, the lady looked at me and she was like, are you over 18? And I was just like, bruh. The other week when I went out with friends and it was into like an RSL, we had to get our, like we just went out for dinner, we had to get our ID taken. The lady literally stopped at mine and was like, wow, you look so much young, like you don't look 22, like wow, you look so young. And in my head I was like, 22 is not that old, like what? Anyway, cool, I won $2. Rio, must you be on my bed? So it is now 1 o'clock. I have like an hour and a bit until I leave for my strength coach. And after my gym session today, this lighting is making me Cedric Diggory vibes. I mean, I was thinking like vampire vibes and like Edward Cullen, but like he's Cedric Diggory. So I accidentally said that, but anyway, it's washing me out. So after my gym session, I have a little birthday thing for Libby's. I'm just gonna go straight from gym to her dinner. I'm not gonna stay super late because I know her group is gonna go like out later. I don't know what I'm gonna wear yet, so I'm gonna pick what I'm gonna wear and like pack it so I like can get changed after my gym session. When I was in that massage, it started to rain. Cold weather's the worst to like dress cute for. Vibing this denim jacket. I do have a leather jacket which is a little bit more like fancy, like classy, and I think it's more of a classy vibe, but I'm kind of vibing the denim more. So like maybe I could wear this with like a little dress and like hopefully it's like not cold inside. That could be a vibe. Okay, what if I pick what's going underneath and then I determine the jacket based on that? Okay. What? I feel like this dress with this jacket, I'm feeling it. Yep, I am. I'm gonna go with this like mini dress, which I haven't worn since like literally New Year's 2018, like my first New Year's, like the year I finished school to the first year out of school. New Year's is the worst year of my life. It ended up being. I'm gonna wear, I love this little fit. I'm gonna wear this with sneakers, just like my Nike Air Force, which I'll wear to the gym because I'll do my session bare feet. I love that for me. Done. I thought I almost lost it. I'm gonna take this cute little bag that I got with a gift voucher that I got for Christmas, so I got that online. That was last year, by the way. I haven't bought anything this year besides like necessities like food, and like that's the only thing I spent money on. Actually, I haven't bought any items this year, which I'm you know last year how I was trying to do that 20 item thing? I think this year when I'm not trying to do the 20 item thing, I'm going to do the 20 item thing, as in the 20 item thing was not buying any more than 20 like items myself that were like just like because I wanted them, which yeah, I ended up, but like this year I'm kind of just like, I don't want to spend money. I'm trying to like just like save, and like I don't really have anything I need or want. Anyway, so I'm going to take this little bag and I'm going to put in it a little bit of like makeup stuff. So you know how I always am that person that's like, I want to be a pick-me girl, but like I don't wear makeup and I don't know how to do it. But I'm like, I always feel like not cute when I go out with my friends and I haven't done anything besides put a little bit of mascara on, and they've kind of learned how to do makeup kind of nicely. So I'm trying to like learn a little bit. So I'm just gonna put in my mascara, eyeliner, lip gloss. Where did she go? Oh, here. This little palette which has like highlighter, blush and contour, and I'm just gonna do like a little bit of this as well. So that's gonna be my little makeup routine, and then I'll also just put like my phone and whatever else I need in here when I go out. But I'll have like my gym stuff packed too. So I just got changed for my gym strength session, and I just love this fit. I freaking love this set. Also, ignore the mess that is my room behind me. Okay, this is a Muscle Nation set, not sponsored. I just bought this on Black Friday for myself. It do be a scrunch bum, but it's like, it's a vibe. I used to hate scrunch bum. Oh, and the back is cool and fancy as well. I used to hate scrunch bum, but like bike shorts, which I also used to hate, it's kind of grown on me. So yeah, I thought I would just show you this fit because I'm obsessed. I love it. Throwback to about a second ago when I was saying how there's nothing I really want. There is. I want more Muscle Nation sets. Like, I am obsessed, but I haven't bought one because I'm being good. On Black Friday, I splurged on Muscle Nation, and I got this set, another set, a pair of shorts and a pair of tights, which is absolutely, it's bad. Like, I don't know, buying activewear, like, I don't want to spend money, but at the same time, this is like what I wear every single day. And like, I train in it, like I get my wear out of it, and these are the best. Please sponsor me, Muscle Nation. And I waited till Black Friday till everything was like 40% off before I spent money. So I was being good, but like, Black Friday is so far away now. I know there are other sales before then. But yeah, anyway. Okay, that was all I had to say for the time being. I'm gonna clean my room and yeah. This is my graduation plant, by the way. When I graduated high school and got my like ATAR results, my mum got me a plant. Like, I love that. I remember like someone posted a picture like getting a car because I got like an over 95 ATAR. I was like, yeah, so I got over 98 and I got a plant, but that's cool. Yum. It was such a good crunch. This is like this yellow sourdough. So freaking good. So this is the new gym that I'm at, and it's run by a strength coach who's an exercise physiologist that predominantly focuses on athletes as well as people that are rehabbing from an injury. So most of the time that I'm there, the other people are athletes from different sports. A lot of my training partners go to this gym. So I just filmed a few clips of what I have on my program. This is some isometric squats. So they're 90 degree, they're not fully super deep, but they are super slow with a pause at the bottom. And I built up 2 sets of 5 at 62.5 kilos, which is actually a PB. I have a weight belt that I wear when I get to the higher reps. That's just what my strength coach wants me to do when I get to those super heavy weights. I know they're not super heavy, but for me, 62.5 kilos is like a very heavy lift at the moment. But I didn't film every exercise I did, I just filmed a few of them. But basically it's all working on building up my strength and power. So there's a lot of compound lifts like squatting, bench pressing, Bulgarian split squats, dumbbell rows, and there's a lot of unilateral or single-sided stuff to make sure I'm asymmetrically strong. So building up the strength on both sides, because my left side is predominantly, significantly I should say, weaker than my right side, so I need to be more symmetrical. So there's a lot of stability movements as well to strengthen all those stability muscles like glute med, glute min, as well as the glute max. And then a lot of athletic movement that are based on plyo, as well as stuff like just that ankle strength, bone strength, more impact, and that kind of springy power explosiveness that is important to have. And as I've mentioned, I've lost a lot of strength and speed from going through, anorexia in the past, and just like being quite underweight. So
trying to rebuild all that strength is super important. So single leg hip thrust, which I'm doing now, is another important strength movement to get a nice, powerful, strong glute. Wow, this is a really weird angle of me just like squatting and grabbing stuff out of my car, but I just finished gym and I'm just getting ready for lifts now. As usual, Sydney weather has gone through every season in a day and it's now sunny again. Okay, time to get myself a little bit cuter and tell you guys about the gym. And also have my post-workout shake, which I need to pour into this. I leave this in the fridge at the gym every time because I can have water at any temperature, but protein shakes have to be cold. It's not a very powerful fridge, so let's just quickly scull this and I'll tell you guys about my session. Wow, if you guys could see how much my hand is shaking right now. Okay, so we've got the protein in the shake and like everywhere else. My car is actually a mess, but whatever, I love it. Yeah, so lately after all my gym sessions, or my 2 gym sessions each week, I have a protein shake like immediately after, in the car on the way home. Really getting after it. I'm getting after it. By the way, today is not a what I eat in a day, and I haven't really eaten as much today as I have on other days. Like lately I've been really good with, like, on the way to placement I'll be eating good brekkie in the car, and then I'll have lunch, and then I'll have a big snack before training, and then I'll have dinner and my snack. Today it was just a bit different because I had the day off and I like had a later brekkie and I wasn't that hungry. But anyway, I'm sticking at my shake after training. Optimal muscle recovery, protein synthesis is at its optimum right now, making the most of that. Okay, so gym. So my program is super long. It takes me like between 1.5 hours to 2 hours to get my session done every time, and I'm trying to be efficient. I'm like going back to back, taking the rest when I need to. There's lots of supersets, but most supersets is like a compound strength lift with an athletic movement. So like a lot of like plyo work and that type of thing. That's important for runners. My program is all based about strength and trying to like get my speed and strength, but also like for running. So my squats, for example, a 90-degree isometric, so super slow but they're not super deep, with a pause, so it's like still hard. But yeah, so my bench press, like I was really mad because I failed the set, but now that I think about it, it was still a PB weight and I still got 3 reps every set in, but I was meant to be getting 5 and I just couldn't get past 3. So I did 38 kilos. I didn't film my bench, but I'll put a video here of like the other day when I did 37 for sets of 5, which was like maxing. But ever since I started with this new coach, like this is like the 4th week, every single session my weight increases, like what I'm lifting. So like my strength is building and it's really good. I guess like 38 is a PB on the bench, but what he did one time when I failed, so I only got 3 reps out of the 5 in a set, he said next week, or not next week because I do 2 sessions a week, next session we'll do the same, and if you fail again we drop a few kilos and build back up. But I didn't, I got it and I was so happy. So the plan is every week to increase, but if you fail 1 week on the reps in that set, you get another chance and then you drop it back. So I have another chance at 38. Hopefully I get it and then I can go to 38.5 and then get to 40 soon. But squat, I felt good and I did 62.5, which is a PB, even though it's like not super deep. And then I just have heaps of other lifts. I didn't film all of them. Single leg landmine hip thrust, lots of single leg stuff, dumbbell rows, some calf stuff, some more athletic type of stuff. But you guys will see what I do take videos of. But yeah, anyway. That fridge does not make water cold. That fridge sucks. Anyway, I mean, it's better than like hot water. Anyway, let's make myself look a little bit presentable to go out. I use tea tree oil deodorant because I remember when I was like year 7 or some year in school, I heard like that spray deodorant is like full of chemicals and it's like really bad. So yeah, because your skin is your biggest organ, so it like absorbs a lot of the stuff we put on it. So probably not the best to put like something you're using quite often, like deodorant in your armpits on the reg, if it's got aluminium in it as well. That's another one. That's why I started using that deodorant. Yeah, I literally can talk to a camera, like just to myself. Well, I feel like I'm talking to you guys, like I can just talk. So yeah, maybe I should do a mukbang. Like I've been thinking about actually doing a mukbang, like just in the car, because I know that's weird, but I feel like this really blocks the light, so it's not really the most vibey lighting. Let's put you there. Hello, this is a really weird angle you're like right now through the driving wheel. Someone at the gym asked me if I'm back at school today, and I was just like, I'm in uni, and they're like, oh, first year. I was like, I'm my last year. And I didn't go the first year out of school. Everyone thinks I'm 12, it's ridiculous. What is this angle? I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm literally just doing eyeliner. Cool, one eye done. Next we do mascara. This mascara was $7 from Priceline. Throw it on a little. Alright, done. Then we do this little palette thingy which has contour, blush and highlight. So I literally just like do one, then do the other, and do the other on top. So yeah, my technique is not down pat. Do you know what I really want to do? I need to take myself out on a solo date. Like I want to do a solo date vlog, so I just like need to finish placement so I have like the time to do it. Because like obviously I don't have placement every day of the week, but I almost do. And then on the days I don't, like I'm kind of busy. I always like do this badly, and I feel like I look like a babushka doll, like just really rosy cheeks, and it's a bit like taken too far. I was about to say like the zoom's too close, but then I was like, I'm looking in a mirror. Alright, I think this brush had too much like blush on it because I look like a babushka doll. Okay, next I'm gonna do highlight, just like kind of everywhere. So a little bit here, a little bit there, and then do like nose, here, chin, forehead. Cool. And the look I really love actually, which I can't do because I don't have it, is like when people have like eyebrows brushed up, but like I don't have anything to do that with. But anyway, so that's the almost finished product. And then I have lip gloss, which I'm not going to put on yet because I still have my protein shake to drink. Yum. Alright. Oh, sorry, it's still zoomed in so much. My head looks like an egg from that angle. My lips are so chapped. Okay, cool. I'm ready. I'm all done. I still have a little bit of time. I'm pretty early because it's starting a little later than I thought. I'm gonna go through this app that I have with my psychologist where I'm meant to like log like everything I eat, but also like all my thoughts around it. And I'm gonna go through, and he wants me to like read through all my thoughts and like kind of like analyze my thoughts. Not analyze, but like he gave me a task to do, which like it's kind of complicated to explain. And I have an appointment tomorrow after placement and work, so I'm gonna do that now so I like have done it before my appointment. Okay, I'm back. It's been actually like half an hour and I've just been doing some stuff on my phone. I'm about to leave, but before I leave I want to share this quote because it really resonated with me. It came up on that app I was telling you guys about because it gives you quotes sometimes. It is, change happens when I understand that I want to change so deeply. There is no reason to do anything but act in my own best interest. That is how I felt this year. Like I've made changes to things because I want to just act in my own best interest. Like, and there's another quote I want to share, which if you guys listen to the podcast that I was uploading earlier in this video, I always end every podcast episode with a quote. And when I have a guest, I ask them if they have a quote that they like or live by. And Alice shared this quote that, oh my gosh, it resonated with me so much. And it was just like something that I have to constantly remind myself. So I'm going to read you guys that quote as well. the day that you plant the seed isn't the day that you eat the fruit. And that for me is something I have to remind myself a lot, like not in those words, but I really like thinking of it in that analogy, because like I will, you know, train really hard and then be kicking myself for not improving when it takes time. So like just be patient and yeah, keep doing what you're doing and trust the process. Believe it's going to work out, but there's no quick fixes to whatever it is that you're trying to work on, whether that's a business, whether that's, you know, a sport, whether it's fitness, whether it's something completely different, or whether it's your marks at school. Growth is a slow process and it just takes consistency and repetitive practice. Alright, now I'm actually gonna go. Okay, I just arrived. Sorry, that was really dramatic. I'm like parked on a hill, so my car like lurched when I just a really quick thing I wanted to add before I go. I was just listening to a podcast, The Long Munch, which is these dietitians that interview doctors and athletes, and it's super interesting. It's all like about sports nutrition and dietetics. I'll pop the episode I was just listening to here. I listened to quite a few of their episodes. The episode I was just listening to really was like, I was like, it's really motivating and inspiring, because the triathlete they were listening, talking to, talked about how when she started eating heaps more, she started to be able to get through way more training. Like she could only manage a certain load before, and then when she started to fuel properly, seeing her sports dietitian, her like she said her body composition improved, and also she was fueled, like she could manage 80 and 90k running weeks compared to 50k before, and then she would get injured. And I was just like, if this isn't motivation to eat more, like it really is. So anyway, that was all I wanted to add in case you guys might find that, you know, positive, because I definitely did. Okay, that's all.
So it was a really chill, nice little evening. We went to this little cafe that's cafe by day, kind of like wine bar by night. This is me walking to the place, lol. It was a really nice little vibe. There was some live music and a few other groups just having a good time. This is our little table. So most of the girls I'm not super close with, because me and Livy are friends from primary, so a lot of them are her high school friends or friends from just like other areas of life. But I see them like every year at her birthday, and it was just nice to catch up with Livy and her friends, and also one of my close friends from primary. So there was just like snacks, like grazing food, this really nice like garlic bread, this like healthified garlic bread. It was really good. And then just some like guac, always a good vibe. And then I left early because I had placement the next morning, and I headed back to the car for the drive home. I know it's still light, but it's around 8:30 at that point. And then I headed home and listened to the rest of that podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed this day in the life vlog. I also want to add that this wasn't a what I eat in a day. I did mention that earlier, but I did go home and have a proper dinner and then a big snack after dinner. So yeah, don't freak out and don't compare yourself, as always, to other people's like what I eat in days or vlogs. This obviously wasn't a what I eat in a day, but anyway, whatever. If you did like this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. That really means a lot. Peep the moon up there. Look how pretty that view is. But anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. See ya!